Hi, I'm James Knott, and this is the Better Beer Authority. Today, we are officially creating a historical document because this brewery is moving soon. But that's a good thing because that means that they are growing because a lot of people are demanding their beer. I'm with Geoff DeBisschop, the brewmaster. We are at Evolution. Is it Evolution Craft Brewing Company?
Evolution Craft Brewing
Yeah,
Company.
got to insert craft.
Have to.
Right. Is it a craft or is it an art?
I think it's a craft. I always think of a craft as something that combines science and art. It's in between. So I think of it as a craft.
Okay. Are you a beer nerd?
I can be. It's the thing with I think that brewers geek out on different things than your typical online forum type beer geeks geek out on.
Yeah.
But we do geek out on things that are pretty nerdy. So.
Yeah. You get off on stainless steel.
Yeah, stainless steel, and it's like people, some people will be going nuts over the most amazing double IPA they just had, which we like too. But usually, when you get a bunch of brewers together, they're all drinking like this unbelievable Pilsner. They want they're looking for things that are, a little different.
Yeah.
Than
What defines Evolution?
I think that it's a brewery that was built and conceived to, like I was saying to you earlier, we wanted to be the 6-pack that's in the fridge. The beer that is going to be remembered as that's my go-to beer. And we have a line of special occasion beers as well, but we want to be something that's not just unusual, not just different.
So are you going for more sessionable beers?
I think there is. I think when you say sessionable is almost a loaded term. There's some negative connotations associated with it, but I think absolutely. I like to drink beer. I don't necessarily like to have 6 ounces and already be feeling inebriated. So, most of our mainline beers are in the 5 to 6% alcohol range, and I think that's a good place for a beer to be.
Like, how big is this brewery? Like, how would you describe that to the people at home?
I mean, in some ways, we're growing. We did 4,000 barrels last year, and some of that was restrained by our capacity. But there's craft breweries that people are very familiar with that do 100, 200, and more 1,000 barrels a year. So, we're probably, we're a drop in the bucket even compared to a brewery like Dogfish Head. But there's a lot of breweries smaller than us also.
Yeah.
So it's all relative.
How do you decide which beers to brew?
I think some of it is you're trying to make a beer that you think people will like and that you will like. So really some of it is just, what would taste good. And some of it is sort of just inspiration. Come up with a funny name and then design a beer to meet that. I mean, we've done that, so there's different ways to go about it.
Every beer has a story.
Every beer has a story, exactly.
How many people work here? It seems like a pretty intimate operation.
Yeah, it's not, we're adding people very quickly at the moment. But right now, really in the operation, we've got a couple folks up here running the tap room and retail and all that stuff. And then it's in the back in production. It's myself and 4 other guys. We have a couple other people that come in and out to help, maybe on especially busy times. And then we've got our owner Tommy is very active in the business, and he's all over the place doing a lot of different things: promotion, sales, new construction on the new breweries there every day. And now we're starting to, with the new configuration of what we're going to be, we're starting to add some more people, but that's what is day to day right now.
Okay. So the new brewery, it's going to be open in 1 or 2 months?
We're looking at hopefully being brewing down there first week of April. and hopefully moved out of here by the end of April.
Are you a little giddy or a little stressed out?
Oh, it's good and it's bad. I mean, you want to be successful. I mean, I think I don't think anybody starts any business thinking, that they don't want to do well. But
don't find our beers.
we do have, we know how everything works here for better and for worse, and we're in a groove. So, and this is where we started. So there's some, feelings of, wow, this is pretty good right now. But, if you're not trying to push it a little bit, then it seems like, why bother? You gotta try and keep pushing forward.
Is it hard for Evolution to stand out on the shelf, or you're growing so fast that you don't even have time to think about that?
Yeah, that's probably something that as we start to get towards the, as the growth starts to slow down a little bit, we need to start thinking more about those sorts of issues. Right now, we just, we had an in-house salesman, and he moved on, probably 8-10 months ago, and we just didn't even replace him because it just wasn't necessary.
Right. You can't sell beer that you don't have enough capacity to make.
Right. So, but that's not going to be a permanent situation.
Yeah. So you're hiring.
Yeah. Right. We're going to be.
If anybody needs a job.
And it's, there's, at some point as we get bigger and better, hopefully there's more attention to detail on all levels, on the sales and customer relations level, on the production level, everything that we just do a better job. And sometimes that means just getting more people and better people.
All right. This is Lucky 7 Porter. Lucky 7 Porter. I think it's delicious. I recommend that everyone try it. Do you have a favorite beer that you go to? They all have a different. They're all special to me. Yeah, they're all your babies. I rarely can get a brewer to pick his favorite. My two favorites are the ESB in large part because it's been a problem child. So that's the one that I've had to sort of baby the most. Yeah.
And then the IPA when we started out with the 3 core beers, Pale, the ESB, and the Porter. And then maybe 6 months after we opened, we added the IPA. The first 3 beers were sort of designed to meet certain food niches, to pair it, in different ways at the table. The IPA was, I said, okay, I'm going to make the beer that I want to drink. This is purely the beer that when I sit down, what do I want to have? So the IPA is definitely reflective of me and how I like a beer to be. So that would probably ultimately be my favorite.
Well, Geoff, it was great talking to you. This is Geoff DeBisschop, the brewmaster. Although he's kind of humble, it's on his business card, but he could just call himself a brewer. He doesn't want all the credit. He doesn't want all the credit, folks. But he's doing a great job. Go get some Lucky 7 Porter, Evolution Craft Brewing Company. I'm James Knott, and this is your Better Beer Authority. Better Beer Authority. Better Beer Authority.